Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm really grateful for each and every one of you, and I love hearing how you're doing. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button so you don't miss out. Together, we can explore amazing new things, share stories, and build an awesome community. You're the reason this journey is so much fun, and I can't wait to discover more with you. Step back in time to meet a creature so huge, it makes today's animals look tiny. Titanoboa. Imagine a world where a snake is so massive, it could swallow a car like it was a candy bar. Sounds like science fiction? Nope. This was reality. Around 60 million years ago. Meet the Titanoboa, the largest snake that ever slithered across Earth. But believe me, there's more to this prehistoric giant than just its length, and some of it is pretty surprising. In 2009, paleontologists in the Colombian Cerrejón mines unearthed fossils that would turn the world upside down. Beneath thick layers of clay and sand were enormous vertebrae. So huge, researchers first thought, maybe it's a crocodile? Nope. It was a snake. A giant snake. And not just big. We're talking average 40 feet, with some estimates reaching 50 feet. To put it in perspective, that's longer than a school bus. Here's the funny part. For the first 100 years of study, people thought snakes couldn't get that enormous. Titanoboa proved them wrong. Size? That's my middle name. The Titanoboa lived in a world we can barely imagine. It was a steamy, tropical swamp, dense with giant ferns and towering palms. Rivers flowed like lazy highways, filled with enormous fish, crocodiles, and other creatures that would make even today's animals look tiny. Temperatures? Think of a constant sauna between 86 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit. With humidity, even your shower would envy. Fun fact, snakes are cold-blooded, meaning their body temperature depends on their environment. Titanoboa's massive size gave it a big advantage. It could warm itself in those hot swamps without ever rushing to a meal, though you definitely wouldn't want to be that meal. And thanks to all that heat, it probably spent a lot of time just chilling literally. Titanoboa wasn't just any animal in a dangerous swamp. No, it was king. Its diet? Mainly enormous crocodiles, large fish, and occasionally other giant reptiles. Its vertebrae show it had incredible strength to constrict its prey. Picture this, a 10-foot crocodile, completely wrapped by a 40-foot snake. No escaping. The snake would slowly squeeze, and the crocodile would have no choice but to surrender. Some scientists believe Titanoboa might not have been very fast, which sounds like a disadvantage, but in reality, it didn't matter. The swamp was slow-moving, and patience was its superpower. Patience, friends. And a lot of muscle. What made Titanoboa truly extraordinary wasn't just its length. It was its vertebrae and ribs. Scientists discovered its skeleton was incredibly robust, designed to withstand enormous pressure. Its muscular structure would astonish us even today. And here's a fun tidbit most people don't know. Its skull could move independently from its jaws. This meant it could swallow enormous prey in one go. Imagine eating a 40-foot pizza in one bite. Okay, maybe a bit exaggerated, but you get the idea. Its body was perfectly designed to be a living, breathing constrictor machine. A predator unlike anything we see today. Stories of giant snakes have existed for centuries. Some local legends in South America speak of river guardians, massive serpents that protect waterways. Could it have been Titanoboa? Who knows? Another misconception. People think Titanoboa was a monster, destroying everything. In reality, it was part of a delicate ecosystem. It kept crocodile populations and other animals in check. Without it, the swamp would look completely different. It was nature's own version of a bouncer keeping everything in line, but without asking for a tip. Scientists also discovered clues about how Titanoboa might have moved. Unlike modern snakes that glide quickly, this one probably slithered slowly but powerfully, using its immense mass to push through water and along riverbanks. Its movements would have been deliberate, like a silent shadow creeping through the swamp, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Imagine standing by a river and noticing a ripple in the water, and realizing it could be the largest snake you'll ever see. Spine-chilling, right? So why are we still fascinated by a snake that lived 60 million years ago? Maybe because it shows nature can push limits we thought impossible. Or because the idea of a 40-foot snake around the corner is just thrilling. And here's a mysterious twist. We only have fossils, no living specimens. So what if Titanoboa's descendants are hiding somewhere in a forgotten swamp? Okay, probably not, but it's fun to imagine. Even today, the world is full of mysteries, and Titanoboa reminds us that sometimes reality is stranger and bigger than fiction. So, what do we learn from Titanoboa? That nature is limitless, that a snake could constrict a crocodile, and millions of years later, we still gape in awe. And the best part? Even though it no longer slithers the earth, Titanoboa remains a reminder that our planet was once full of gigantic mysteries, and that sometimes the unbelievable is, in fact, real.